I had written down a couple of things. Turf war. When two gangs clash, they have a turf war. Whose properly belongs here, or whose land is this, or something like that. And then I'd written down the Dark Ages, which led to, and I think perhaps always lead to, the Renaissance. You know, great creativity comes out of the void, something like that. And then I didn't write it down here, but I had it in mind, was the idea of playing with fire, both in the sense that it's dangerous, but also it comes with a kind of responsibility to be the light bearer, to be the keeper of the flame, something like that. And one of the gods, and I can't even remember who, I think it was, I can't remember, but was punished by El Jefe, the big god, for giving fire to humanity because it would make them too powerful. Empress. Divine Feminine, right out of the gate. Here we have the massive rabbit overlooking this. Rabbits are known for their fertility, for their ability to foster, take care of a big brood, you know. Card of Taurus and Libra. Card of somebody who values themselves, you know, who knows their own value. They don't waste a lot of time, Taurus energy, worrying about whether or not they're valuable. They have clarity about that, Libra. They recognize their own value. Divine Feminine, male or female. Eight of Wands. It's a conversation in fire energy, something warm, you know, willingly communicated. Like you don't, if somebody wants to communicate with the Empress, I think they would hear them out. She has love for herself, and so she's not, they not threatened by other people. So she's like, what do you have to say for yourself? Three of Wands. Expectations for the future. It's something that's coming in to Empress, which makes sense because the 3 card, Empress energy doesn't seek somebody else out to make her feel that, you know, her, I'm going to just say her, but Divine Feminine energy person, to feel valuable, but somehow is waiting for this communication, not in a kind of anxious way. Under Empress, Tower. Card of Scorpio. It may be a conversation about a future that could really decimate what came before it. You know, something that's no longer needed, that's too tight, too constricted, too unstable on the emotional level. So it was, you know, Empress is a very mature energy. This is like somebody bailing. getting out before this tower, comes down on their head or something like that. It may be a conversation that's a huge shakeup. Under Eight of Wands, Four of Swords. That eases the mind, or somebody will have to heal after this shakeup. They may be wounded in the shakeup. Three of Wands, 3 in Major Arcana, Empress, 3 in Major Arcana. In order to have a future with this Empress person, the other person on the other end of this conversation, I think, has to be prepared to let go of the old paradigm. It's like, we're not doing a replay. This is about the future. It's not about going backwards, and in fact, can't go backwards. Something's been revealed or changed or blown up, and it's unsettling. So somebody has to heal. Heal what? 10 of Cups. Ten of Cups. You know, if this came down, what it releases is the possibility for this kind of happiness and accord. 10 of Cups, love all around. Venus, the principle of love. Gaia, love itself. Support, what nurtures us, what supports us. And something else, I think in the previous situation, was really emotionally unstable. It was an old paradigm that needed to be revisited in order to be let go of. Okay, I'm a little puzzled by Four of Swords, so let's see one on Tower, Four of Swords. The healing of this emotional upheaval, a need to sort of quiet the mind so that the heart can take wing. There's a potential, Three of Wands, to manifest in the future some kind of brilliant love in its fullest. And this could be like it was a love so big, somebody tried to hide it. But it was too big. It was 10 of Cups. Venus energy. On Tower, Star card. Again, with the idea of purification, I'm not sure why the bathtub is sort of in the midstream. There's a slipstream coming, and there's this the washing away of the old paradigm, which wasn't big enough, in favor of this Aquarian collective energy of clarity and healing and healing, both in sword energy. Aquarius, an air sign, Four of Swords, healing the mind. It's a collective healing. Empress said something about her brood, or her taking care of her children, or something like that. We all have a home here somehow, but we don't have a home here. Not anymore. The emotions got too big. I love to see the Star card on Tower and right next to this Four of Swords card of healing. That's really good. World card, the end of a big cycle. It's kind of like graduating. 10 speak to cycles, the end of a cycle, or the end isn't really quite, the emphasis is on what comes next. On the other side of this major portal, it's almost like it's a spiritual portal. It's a mandala. It's the map of that leads us up to this point. Everything it's a card of Capricorn. Everything we've done in our lives, hard work that, allows us to graduate and to look forward to an easy flowing conversation that's coming our way. Empress has manifested this. Six of Swords, of forward movement in sword energy to the calmer place, to the healing place, in fact. And there's something midstream. This often depicts people in a boat crossing over from rough waters to calm waters. So it's that liminal space between the two. Forward movement. It's transformative, this movement forward, but it's something that's in process. And maybe the conversation will illuminate Wands energy, Eight of Wands, the potential future. Maybe a future with Empress, but somebody has to, get their mind straight, it's a little bit like, get your head screwed on right. Two of Wands, on the basis of some decision about where you want to go. You might be looking for consensus, this collective energy about where we want to go. All us divine feminines. Male or female, the nurturing ones, the abundant ones, the ones who value their own life, who create an environment that's conducive to growth, to healing, to the next chapter. It's in the future, but it looks like the near future, because swords are fast energy, so are wands. And it lies ahead. Conceivably 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. Like we can somehow see it from here. Sorry. Two of Wands, Three of Wands. I think there's a decision, perhaps right now, that determines what we can manifest, what's up ahead. And I'm not sure it's on you. It may be on the other person who is trying to make a life-changing decision, sword energy. On Four of Swords is card of healing. Emperor. So we have Emperor, Empress. Yin, yang. It can be internal union. It can be external union. Whatever it is, it's based on the ending of some cycle, a closing out of an old paradigm in favor of a new clarity, an Aquarian, like out of the fray, out of the rubble, out of the rubble comes this purification. And I think the rubble, the tower, the unstable thing was threatening this to block the Aquarian energy, but somehow somebody's been able to move forward anyway. Beyond that confusion or illusion or inability to speak about it. Emperor, 4 in Major Arcana, is healing. 4 of Swords. And this looks like a very healthy Divine Masculine. You know, the full rack of antlers, the growth, the sign of growth. Emperor may have passed into a new stage of life on the basis of some sort of emotional revelation or shakeup, that they're in the process of healing. They have to do it for themselves. They've taken control of it. And there's something ready and willing for this new phase. I like the sounds of that. Okay, on 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords. That's a card of anxiety, of fear, of something on the knife's edge. You know, the bird is like perched on the edge. Somebody is, you know, afraid of this conversation. They're trying to get to a calmer place, to settle their mind, like their nervous system, because 9 speak to the personal, their nervous system was almost like offline. Like they couldn't think straight. They couldn't talk about it. Now they're moving to a calmer place. I think moving toward Empress. And it's courageous. You know, it's not this 9 of Swords. It's 4 of Swords. It's healing the fear, getting over the fear, moving to a calmer place. Oh boy. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords. You know, there's a possibility of getting out of the cage, the mental trap. I think somebody undermined this Divine Masculine's confidence, which isn't easy to do, because it's big boss energy. Somehow they got caught up, you know, in their own fear. You know, like transformation was right outside the cage, this butterfly. In order to get free of their own fear, they had to heal it. And they heal it through conversation. On 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Stuck in some memory of pain in this cage, because I always see this as the memory of pain. It's painful for sure, but it's kind of lingering. It's resonating in the heart. Nobody's pulled out, you know, nobody's had a conversation that alleviates the pain. And I think it was pain dealt Empress. 3 in Major Arcana. We have 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 3 in Major Arcana. Is 9, is Hermit. And this indicates a need to withdraw from external influences. Somebody may have had the ear of the divine masculine, was trying to trap them in the idea, sword energy, that you'll never escape the memory of this. Your whole life will be determined by the memory of pain. You'll be trapped there. I think the Emperor got crap advice. Another card of divine masculine. You know, I'm trapped in pain, and here's, you know, the bright light of happiness and, you know, a future that is bright. Because somebody's outside the cage. They're in the energy of transparency. Here I am. I'm no longer trapped in my head or in the memory of pain. I'm very heart-centered. I'm warm. I'm ready. I'm getting ready. 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands. But I think they've made a decision about their future with the Empress. They had to go into hermit mode, you know, really tap into themselves to get over their fear, to get grounded, to get calmed down enough to approach, despite the fear. Because Empress will hear them out. She wants to see them as they are. Sun card. And, you know, the roles can be reversed. They always can. But we do have both Empress and Emperor here. The complementary sides. Somebody's taken control of their own healing. What's happened here? If it's Emperor is a divine masculine that Empress is in relationship with, what's going to happen as a result of this conversation? 7 of Wands. Well, maybe the boundaries will be explored. It may be like, how far can we take this? Do we feel safe enough to drop our defenses? That's 7 of Wands, the need for protection. You know, afraid to move outside the cage, outside this protected area where what? Protection from, like, some kind of repercussions. It's going to shake up the group. Could be the family. Could be an internal shakeup. But this, whatever the defensive posture is, it requires change. Like this scorpionic major shakeup. Change is coming. And it really sheds light on the whole situation. It illuminates what scared us. And also, I think it's the other guy, what can make them happy. Their fear held them back, the 9 card, the personal. They're in the process of healing that. They're in the process of crossing over. They're in a kind of liminal space, but they're on their way. Could be actually traveling. They've blown up some earlier situation. And moved away or past this blockage, this perhaps is it interference? 6 of Wands. Well, the forward movement is successful. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. You know, this is very chaotic energy, the 5 of Wands. This is a kind of framework. You know, from chaos to some sort of accord. From being blocked and not able to change to this forward, successful forward movement. We have the 5, 6, 7 of Wands all in a row, basically. Somebody was trying to protect themselves from reactivity on the part of some group. They were successful. There's that victory wreath. You know, there was contention and strife and struggle, and somebody freed themselves. They stood up for something. Extremely powerful. Here I am. You know, kind of like a bring it energy. I'm not afraid anymore. And I'd like to know what the conversation's about. Queen of Pentacles. About being real, authentic, perhaps with a Taurus. It's that Empress energy of a Taurus. There's the bunny again, right? Empress doesn't chase. Queen of Pentacles does not chase. All about growth, all about fertility, all about fertile soil. There may be a literal pregnancy involved. Somebody may have been afraid of establishing like a stable relationship with the stable divine feminine, who they hold in such high esteem. They were full of fear and self-doubt. Nines, the card of self. Nine of Swords, fear, self-doubt. Like they couldn't bring themselves to have this conversation before now, but they're really on their way to clearer communication. Three of Cups. You know, they're looking to establish some kind of renewed energy, a reunion, a card of showing up, to be vulnerable, to show emotion. I mean, really, the emotions couldn't be contained anymore. They're now clear. They're pure. They've gone through some sort of purification, and this conversation will be about moving into accepting love from the Empress is what it looks like. Three of Cups, 3 in Major Arcana. How many threes do we have here? 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups. 2 threes are 6. 6 is Lovers. Is it on the split? Moon, divine feminine. It reminds me of this kind of slipstream of purification pictured here in the card of Aquarius, the star card. This is the mystery of connection. I see it as a card of Cancer. In any case, it's water energy. It's mysterious, and it's something that involves, there's a bat there, kind of echolocation. There's a boat. There's the prow of a boat. You know, that boat that's crossing the river in 6 of Swords, traditional Rider-Waite shows the boat, and here it is landing. It can be a card of like things that are coming to consciousness. This divine masculine, or maybe both of them, may be entering into unknown territory. The mystery of connection. It may start with a friendship, like reestablishing a connection, building a connection, getting something more stable. Moon can be fear of the unknown. This Nine of Swords, self-doubt. But this one has such a stabilizing influence. Queen of Pentacles, it seems to me, would say, like, here I am. I'm not dodgy. You know where to find me. You need to get in your boat and get to the slipstream, the entry point. Get to the entry point. I mean, this is where we're going. This is what's on the far shore. This is the opening, that portal to the realm of deep feelings. World, moon. Such really strong, deep core energies of the psyche and of change in not only the conscious mind, but going on behind the surface in the unconscious is this it's connection, it's connectivity. That sounds wrong, but we have on the board the Sun card, Divine Feminine, Leo energy. Star card, a card of revelation, a card of somehow being midstream. Healing whatever this emotional upheaval was. Tower, a card of Scorpio, that radical change. And it is radical in Tower. It's like, Emperor is Aries. Empress, Divine Feminine, is Libra and Taurus. World card is Capricorn. I just find myself smiling because this is a great Cancer. Is that it on Major Arcana? Yes, it is. There's going to be a conversation and some sort of revelation because Divine Masculine is going to show themselves. They're somehow escaping this cage, this memory of pain. I don't think it was pain inflicted by Empress, but it could have been. She was hurt too. So somebody's going to be able to talk about it. They're afraid to talk about it, but it's important. It's, you want to establish reconnection. This Divine Feminine will hear you out. And there's sort of a message of, I'm not going anywhere. Not in the sense of like, there's something you can count on with this Divine Feminine. If you drop your guard, Divine Masculine, you have the choice to have a future with this amazing person, because you too, Divine Masculine, are amazing. You've stepped into your power. You've healed yourself. So did I say them all? Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn. Moving toward the next chapter, which is 10 of Cups. It's love. It's Empress energy, Venus energy. Emperor, I don't think I said it, is Aries energy, so that Divine Masculine is somehow softened by their feelings for Empress, and she is softened to them too. Okay. There's a softening here. things are warming up, heading in the right direction. La la la. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Sharing is pretty important too, because it kind of allows for a wider circle. We get stronger as we share this energy, or divine feminine energy, or divine masculine energy in balance. Both people stepping into their future, into the mystery of connection. I'll see you next time.